Matheus Fernandes to Tottenham. £85 million. Let that sink in. And if you're a Manchester United fan, your first reaction is probably simple. What are we doing?
Matheus Fernandes is signing for Tottenham. What a bunch of prats. It's bad enough losing to Spurs in a Europa League final.
How does Spurs come in and take a player United were heavily linked with? How do we lose another transfer battle?
You're telling me that within the last 2 years, Manchester United have not only lost a European final to Tottenham Hotspur, we're now losing transfer battles as well.
And I get it, because as United fans, we've seen this movie before. We identify a talented player. The fan base gets excited. Negotiations drag. Another club pays. And suddenly, it feels like United are sleeping. But what if, this time, walking away was actually the smartest thing Manchester United could do? What if missing out on Matheus Fernandes isn't a failure, but proof that this club is finally changing? Let's be honest. For over a decade, Manchester United had one massive transfer problem. We overpaid. Not occasionally, consistently. The moment selling clubs heard Manchester United are interested, prices exploded. Why? Because everyone knew United would panic and pay. Need examples? Let's start with Alexis Sanchez. United gave him insane wages, reportedly around £500,000 per week with bonuses. $500,000 per week. And what happened? Very little. That deal didn't just fail on the pitch, it damaged the wage structure. Suddenly, every player and every agent started asking, if Alexis earns that, what about my client? That's how chaos starts. Then there's Harry Maguire. $80 million. Record fee for a defender at the time. Was Maguire a terrible player? No. But was he worth $80 million? That's the real question. Then, Jadon Sancho. Huge fee, huge wages, massive expectations. Another messy outcome. Then, the biggest recent example, Antony. Around $85 million. Was Antony talented? Yes. Was he ever an $85 million player? No. And that's the problem. United weren't just buying players. They were buying under pressure. They were reacting emotionally. And emotional clubs get robbed every single time. But here's why I think this situation is different. Manchester United today are not operating like the old Manchester United. Now you have Omar Berrada, you have Jason Wilcox. There seems to be a clear philosophy: discipline. For years, United let the market control them. Agents pushed wages up, selling clubs inflated prices, and United kept paying. But serious clubs don't work like that. They set a valuation and stick to it. And that's exactly what seems to have happened with Matheus Fernandes. If United believed he was worth, let's say, £60 million, but were willing to pay £85 million plus massive wages, then walking away makes sense. Because overpaying doesn't just hurt one transfer, it hurts every future negotiation. Once clubs know you'll panic and pay anything, you lose all leverage. That's what United are trying to fix.
So, yes, missing out on Matheus Fernandes hurts. But maybe this isn't failure. Maybe this is progress. The old United would panic and overpay. Maybe the new United finally know when to walk away.